Welcome to the Raw BJ podcast, y'all. Today we have in the studio with us MEVI.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
MEVI, the producer, songwriter, artiste. Cause you sing and rap.
Something like that.
I heard a little sing, rapping, rap singing.
What? I'm glad to be here with Brittany and Jota on the Raw Blowjob podcast.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be the clip of the week. That's gonna be the clip.
Glad to be here.
You're glad to be here on the Raw Blowjob podcast. Let's not put that out there.
The Raw BJ podcast is not synonymous for anything to do with fellatio. We just wanted that to be the disclaimer for today.
Let's not put the Raw Blowjob out there, MEVI.
Not for free.
No, but thank you for being here. We're excited to get into some things. You've been releasing music since 2022, last year, right?
Yep. But actually working on it's been years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What made you decide to just release it last year and not before? Years before.
I feel like the time was right. You know, at the end of the day, sometimes the time is just right, and that was the right time. The songs that I released, I was like in the little situationship, and I was 38 hot. I'm not gonna lie. I was writing. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get my lick back.
Okay.
So fair warning to everybody.
Oh,
if you're with me, just know music will be written about you.
Oh, Jesus. That's a common theme around here, though. Most artists do write about that, but I mean, I don't know about 38 hot, and I'm ready to hear this shit now. Shit, what?
I mean, but music is therapy at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it can save a life for sure. I mean,
yeah. So MEVI, who is MEVI, and where did that name come from?
he's 38 hot. He just told you. No.
We're gonna have fun on here today, y'all. We're gonna have fun on here today. So MEVI is, like you said, a producer, songwriter, engineer, and then I might as well just picked up the artist title too, because releasing music. But really, I always was a producer and a songwriter. I actually, getting back to that conversation on age, I'm really young, but I have like a decade of musical experience under my belt. So I was playing instruments since I was in elementary school, So I played instruments, was in my band, all state, honor band, stuff like that. I went to a summer camp engineering with Phil Tan. He's worked on some really big stuff. Phil Tan and Bill Zimmerman. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of nice. And then eventually it was just like a gradual progression. Okay, well, I have the beats now, so but I might as well write to them. Well, I wrote to it, I might as well engineer it. Well, I engineered it, so I might as well put it out. So that's how I got here. And of course, I rep Atlanta, but I really got to give a shout out to my hometown, Stockbridge on the south side. Big Stockbridge. You already know who we are.
Stockbridge is not Atlanta.
I gotta be careful because let some of these Atlanta Avengers tell it. They get the Atlanta. Come on now, be for real.
Yeah. Well, as a Clarkson Crusader, we're not trying to be. And that's okay. And that's all right.
Okay. So I don't think I heard. Where'd you come up with the name?
Oh, the name MEVI. So it's really just people try to like put some crazy story on it, but it's just the first letter of my middle name and then a few letters from my first name.
Okay.
I want to sound fancy and inexpensive, so MEVI is supposed to have a tilde on that I or some type of accent mark.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I got my name, Jota. When I was a teenager, I was working at the Ritz-Carlton, and this guy, he was from Morocco, and he just started calling me Jota one day. And for a few weeks, I let it slide, and I was just like, who the fuck is Jota? Like, why you keep calling me this? And he told me he took the first two letters from my first name and the first two letters from my last name and put them together, and he just gave me a whole new name.
What, Jonathan Taylor song?
Joseph Taylor. Yes. And yeah, that's where that came from. So I feel you. MEVI. So you have a decade of experience under your belt. Okay, you're young, so that means that you started when you were about 2. So
It feels like it.
A prodigy.
Right.
I was like 8 years old. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, 8.
nice. Oh yeah, you're young. So
Same.
who or what inspired you to start making music? Did you come from a musical family?
I mean, my father is tone deaf, y'all.
Oh wow.
That joke could be swearing he Barry White, sir.
Oh, nah, he gonna watch this podcast now.
Yeah. He gonna have a ball about it too. He be sending it to his home. They gonna be laughing at it too.
So is he Barry White or do he bury notes? Just tell me
Right.
which one it is, because they got to be
Hey.
one or the other.
They be 6 feet under.
Oh damn.
All
Sorry,
right,
Pops.
music.
You got
And it's so funny. He swear that me watching Hustle and Flow with him when he was younger
Oh Lord.
was the thing that made my musical career.
So
Hard out here for a pimp. Like I'd be like,
Apparently it's hard for dads too.
right. So your musical career was inspired by Hustle and Flow.
Let dad tell
Okay. Yeah. 3-6 Mafia. Hey. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes. We were pushing it, but yeah, I know who that is.
Okay.
But truthfully, I can't even say that I was directly inspired by somebody. It's one of those things where it feels like it's natural for me. Like I have to explain this to people sometimes, but like a lot of times the way people experience music when they're high is like the way I just always experience it. Now maybe that means I'm autistic. I don't know.
No.
Regardless,
it's possible.
yeah, you definitely gonna, black people be on the spectrum all the time, and we don't
Those
even
are
know.
facts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just always experienced music like that, and it was a very intimate connection for me. So it's just like, yeah. Now, that's not to say there aren't people who've influenced the way my sound, but
Right.
just in music itself, I think that was all me.
Well, who would you say influenced your sound?
Whew.
No.
We'd be here all night, but
Okay, give me 3 people. Your top 3 influences.
I know the first person, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Go ahead.
Oh.
no, I kind of want to hear now.
The first person was his dad because he was like, no. He was like,
Okay.
not that.
Lord have mercy.
So my biggest musical influences, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna give you just like broader genres instead, because it's hard for me to just pin one artist. But I'm a big R&B kid. I was having a conversation with Rockland one. He was like, how you in the music industry and you don't know nothing about 80s and 90s hip hop? Because I was listening to the R&B at the time. I wasn't, But yes, I'm a big R&B guy. Pop, even though pop isn't technically a genre, but that pop sound of that like 2008 to like 2016. You're gonna see Taylor Swift, Katy Perry.
Right, who said pop wasn't a genre?
It's technically not.
Who said that?
I'm saying that for one, but also, it's pop is really just an amalgamation of what's popular. It's quite literally what it is,
Mm-hmm.
Like it has a sound sometimes, but, it's just what's popular.
Okay.
I might get a for that one.
After show. Okay. So how would you describe the music that you create?
It's definitely, my last one be Atlanta, just Atlanta shit always, because I'm in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, I'm here. But the music I make typically is around that area, so you can definitely hear the R&B parts, when I do get a little singy, but at the same time, I'm from Atlanta, I'll be ready to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, so it's I'd say very much a fusion of genres, which is what you're seeing with a lot of younger musicians nowadays anyways. The lines are so blurred with music, like you're just going to see all sorts of niche subgenres or whatever. But I'd say mine mostly lies within the realm of R&B and hip hop. But some new stuff you're gonna be hearing is definitely gonna be pushing the limits a little bit more.
Ooh, well, what you mean by pushing the limits?
So the exclusive, yes, y'all, we got an exclusive today.
Okay.
The exclusive is definitely rap, but some stuff we have coming up after that is, delving a little bit into EDM and house.
Oh.
Because if we go back to what I was saying earlier about that 2008 to 2016 era, a lot of popular music was from those EDM producers, Martin Garrix, Calvin Harris, Avicii, Tiesto, like the whole lot of them. And ultimately, you know, you do make music based off of what you were listening to. So you're definitely gonna be hearing some more of that from me.
Okay, we won't break your soul. We won't break your soul.
I make no promises.
Okay.
Make no promises.
So let's get into it. You mentioned about being a singy. This first song we're gonna play, Necromancy.
Ooh, the history on that.
Mm-hmm. What's this song about?
So this song was about my last little situationship, and essentially, you know, it's just like, I don't know where I was, but I heard somebody say expression, man, you're breathing, it's like breathing death into life. Like, and it was just like, damn, that's what it felt like for me. And that's like part of the hook of the song. So it came off of that. But actually that first portion you're gonna hear is gonna be like orchestral or whatever. I think I was literally just playing around and I just extrapolated off of that entire thing. And then, like I said, the beat came first. And then the feelings came after. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk that shit on this one. And people in my hometown, they love it. They'll like quote lyrics and shit to me. They'll be like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they love it, y'all. I'm telling you, it'd be so embarrassing sometimes. I'll walk around in a store. And if I see somebody and they'll be like, yeah, you got one more time for you to waste my time. I'll be like, please.
Right.
Please calm it down.
Well, that's good to hear because our associate producer, Jack, he thought it was about witchcraft at first. He was like, oh, hell no. Like, I don't know if I want to hear that.
Nah, it's just about, you know, being in any relationship where it's just like, it feels like they're literally bringing death, like negative energy into your life. And it's just like, can't do it.
Well, we gonna do it, Dave. Let's go ahead and play the song. Go ahead and introduce it.
What's up, y'all? My name is MEVI, and this is my song, Necromancy. Got one more time for you to waste my time, and I'ma lose my damn mind, baby. I'ma go insane. I think my mama's praying. Don't come talking sweet in my damn phone. Could you leave me alone? Oh, you know that you lame. Now what the hell you saying? If you know that this ain't what you want, can you please let me be? No keeping me. Please set me free. But I can't let go, I have no self-control. And I wonder where you at, cause I miss the trap. We ain't meant to last. I feel like you just can't see me. I can't deal with how you treat me. Draining all of my energy. Our loving is a necromancy. Got one more time to step out of line and I'ma come and fuck you up, baby. Oh, don't you start. If I catch this charge, don't push up trying to run my pressure up. Please come get your life effort. Don't test your luck. Are you gon' be stuck? Now if you value me in any way, we'll go our separate ways. Cause you're a headache. Need an ashtray, but you won't let go. No, it's all a game and I'm just getting played. You know, you're all to blame. Have you no shame? I feel like you just can't see me. I can't deal with how you treat me. You're draining all of my energy. Our loving is a necromancy. I feel like you just can't see me. I can't deal with how you treat me. Draining all of my energy. Our loving is a necromancy.
Okay, Necromancy.
Yep.
You made that beat?
Yeah, so everything on that song
Everything.
done by me. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice
I
job.
kind of want to like remaster it though, remix and remaster it because like I'm better now, so I feel like I could do an even better job.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was good. I like it.
Oh, thank y'all.
Brittany.
Yes.
And you said y'all like because I'm just a big person. All right, what did you?
Y'all is in the Raw Blowjob podcast.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I thought he was saying y'all because you're a Gemini and he was respecting the pronoun. You know, it's two of y'all. Yeah.
Me and me, yeah.
5 minutes from now.
Well, we thank you, sir.
You want the signs? Okay, so you got Gemini over here. What are you, Britt? What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus?
Yeah.
That's why I know I liked you when we came in.
What's your sign?
I love playing this game with you because they don't begin to right in the first go. What do you think I am? Like, what energy do I give? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't. I mean, I can't see your eyes. I can't see your.
I'm gonna guess Cancer.
It does seem kind of emotional.
That's not what I said.
That's
not what I said. That's not what my guess is based on. But
So his evil twin is coming out.
it could be the hungry one and the one who's eating.
You haven't begun to see the evil twin.
Oh my God. Dad, call my union rep.
No, I'm a Taurus too.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I can see that.
When's your birthday?
So
Did you forget?
it's so funny. I actually have a bad habit of doing that. Like every year, I will like it'll run up right on my birthday. Be like, they be like, my friends be like, your birthday's tomorrow. Be like, oh shit, yeah, it is.
That is so crazy.
And it's even crazier because it's on 420, which is weed day. So
Oh,
everybody knows it.
Hey.
My fiance's sister's birthday is 420 and my birthday is 421.
I'm so sorry. I have to do the math. Your fiance's
her soon-to-be sister-in-law.
Okay.
Okay.
My fiance is a Taurus too, but he's a May Taurus, so his birthday is May 17th.
Yeah, my mom's a Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom's a Gemini.
Oh,
yeah. Right. Just
the Freaky Friday for the rest of our fucking lives.
Okay. So
I do have something to say about the song though.
Go ahead.
I do see where it could come down to being like about witchcraft, but it really comes down to witchcraft you want to go with, the bad energy or the good.
Hello.
That's what it is.
Preach.
That's a bar for some of y'all, and for the others, it's confusing.
Come on, pass the tips.
I just feel like but that's relationships in general, right? There's an ebb and a flow, and you have to choose what you co-sign with, what you entertain, and what you give into, because all bad energy doesn't have to transfer. Mm-hmm. It's about what you decide to entertain. Someone can be having a bad day. You can rile it up or you can de-escalate it.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You had a bad day. Was it that bitch Carol again? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be a part of the shit, all the time.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that feeds into the dynamic.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, with that little situation, looking back at it, in hindsight, because it's 2020.
2020, yeah.
That's actually when it started to 2020. But anywho, I realized that, in part, I got to take a little bit of accountability because I was sitting around there being boo-boo the goddamn fool. I was the one that, kept letting this person back in. And you can't do that. You really can't. Like,
and as a Taurus, our fallback game is undefeated, honey.
Yeah.
Over. Back we turned into Chris Michelle. You can say whatever you like. I don't give a good goddamn.
Blame it on me.
Okay. Please say it's my fault.
Okay.
I want all the credit for this. I want the fuck out. I sure did. I took the dishes and the earring backs. I took it all.
So, MEVI, I'm sorry.
Look at you backsliding.
We can play a little game on the ways somebody's like got my name wrong. I heard Mauve once. I was like,
oh wow.
They colored you.
Have you heard MEVI?
Yes. MEVI, Mauve. It sounded like somebody blew a kiss at me one day. Y'all ever seen them boys Fresh and Reckless? They be like, on TikTok, girl, where you going? That's what somebody, no bullshit. Somebody said that like that. I'm like, you got that shit from?
No, I don't know where they would have got that from either.
That's ridiculous stuff.
People see what they want in
But
relationships and in people's names. Like it's just how it's perception.
Right. Well, my perception is I haven't seen any collaborations.
That's not perception, it's a fact. That's not
There could be some that we ain't. I haven't
but
seen
if you haven't seen them,
from
that's
my
fact.
perception. So the fact of the matter is that I didn't find anything. So what's up? Are you gonna do some collabs?
Absolutely. And I'm so glad you brought this up because I guess it's a good segue on, talking about my future a little bit. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I tried the artist thing out. Great thing about INIMEG. First of all, shout out to INIMEG, the National Collegiate Entertainers Group.
Of course.
Shout out to INIMEG GSU, the Alpha chapter.
Okay. Yeah. They are the Alpha chapter. That's what Kai Marion is over there, right? And who else?
Kai Marion, New Money, Noah's Voice. We got a new artist named Jota.
Noah's Voice. Yeah, she's gonna be here in the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
So future shout out to you, Noah.
Right.
But yeah, INIMEG, it's a great incubator. It's a great incubator for young artists, and it's so funny because our founder, Prez, Derek Jackson, we call him Prez, his motto is, my goal is to make you quit faster. So
yeah,
we go through this program and it really, gives us the real about the industry. And that's something that's so desperately needed because so you'll see a lot of times so many people invest so much of their life and so much of their energy and so much of their money into music just to realize later on, this ain't really what I want for real. And coming back to me personally, I began realizing I'm not sure being a Summer Walker or being a Lucky Day as an artist is what I want, So now I'm beginning to pull it back a little bit more and really delve more into producing and songwriting for people. So you'll definitely still see my credits on some people's stuff, but you might just hear my voice a little bit less.
I mean, but that's where the money is.
Oh,
producing, songwriting, like shit. Don't sleep on folks. Neo, that's how he got lots of artists.
Carrie.
Yeah.
That's not funny. She really did do it. Like what?
Every time someone mentions her name, though.
She did write music for people. Like that's a fact. And to her credit, she is quite underrated in songwriting.
She is.
Let's not do that. Pretty girls and they write.
Like, I think about her beef with Beyonce every time I hear.
I was smart. Listen, this is my point. Like this is like us naming funny people, and I say Monique, and all you can think about is the Precious Follow. I didn't you. Get here. We was talking about songwriting.
I know. Okay, so if you could open a show, because we didn't see you perform at NSYNC, you were just engineering. So have you performed?
Yes, I have performed a few times.
Okay.
It's been solid. It's like I always very much been like a performer, so I've never been too worried about that aspect of it. It's just that, as somebody that, like I said, I started off loving the music like itself, not necessarily the performance aspect of it. The more you're gonna always have to choose something. You got to sacrifice and give stuff up. So I found as I began doing more business related stuff, with music, more artist related stuff with music, more performances, I was making less music. And when you love music like I do, it's just like, damn, I don't know if that's what I really want to do. So, turn around, took a little step back, like, hey, okay, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna produce, I'm gonna do all that. I could do that well, and I could do it all well, to be honest, no cocky shit. But that's just, I think, where that's gonna be my lane. Although in a decade or so, you might hear the voice some more.
I'm confident in that because I feel like one of the things that happens with the people who write the songs is because it's so personal to them. It has to come off a certain way when they offer it to an artist because it's an exchange. It's not like lovemaking, but in a way it is because you're connecting souls through music. When it doesn't translate the way you had expected in your mind, it's going to come across like a violation of your expectation.
Absolutely.
So I feel like, and this may be years down the line, there's going to come a point where you're like, fuck this. Not only am I not giving you the song, God have mercy on me for thinking it. I will do this one myself. and I'll have it come out the way I expect it, because that's just how music works. Everybody's sound doesn't translate the song the way you expected it to. And that's not a diss to any artist, but some things are yours and some things are for others, and you cannot conquer all music. No artist can.
I would like to hear Jennifer Hudson sing Necromancy.
It's so funny. I heard when my folks were talking about it, they were like, I can see Summer Walker singing this. And I was like, that's an interesting.
I would like Dolly Parton to sing "Make It Rain" Trick, but the reality is, I doubt it's gonna happen. But I have hope, because I think she'll tear up some Travis Porter. That's a fact. When Travis Porter first came out, I thought that was a country singer because I had never heard the song. I was like, who the fuck is Travis Porter? Then kind of find out it's pretty fucking.
How would that sound, Dolly Parton? Make it rain, make it rain.
Well, make it rain, Trick. Like that's I could totally see her out there. Listen, Dolly is so woke and down to earth. You just don't understand. I could see her doing it.
You a Dolly Parton stan?
I love me some Dolly. Dolly, R.I.P. Loretta Lynn, Reba McEntire. Shit, I've been a survivor too a long time. I love country music. I'm sorry, country music and rap is only beats apart. That's it. If you slow down some rap and you speed up some country, it's the same fucking thing. They saying the same thing.
Same thing. That's why I never understood when people be like, "Oh, rap is about drugs and sex and violence." The hell is country about? The same shit.
And a truck. Listen,
right? That's right. The Ford F-150.
It's plenty of people that have talked about, like Carrie Underwood. Listen, she's saying the exact same thing as Keisha Cole. She's saying the exact same thing as Chrisette Michele. She just tore up a motherfucking truck on the way out. That's the difference. Right. She just said the same thing. Keisha should have cheated, and she should have did this before he cheats. So at the end of the day, they both talked about somebody cheating.
Same shit.
It's the same song.
And that really just goes down to, like, not to get too political, I think it just goes down to like the Black influence in it, because all of these are just derivative genres of stuff we've done, you know.
Yeah, I think there is colorism all across the board when it comes to music, because you can hear it from one artist and it not translate the way you hear it from another artist. For example, Dolly Parton and Whitney both singing "I Will Always Love You." They both slap.
Yep.
But you're gonna perceive it differently from a different audience and a different singer to another. It just is the way it is.
What it is.
Yeah, because Whitney tore that shit down. Okay, let me tell you something.
So did Dolly.
Dolly did. It was cute. It was cute.
See, and that's part of the problem. Let's start there, because
ladies and gentlemen, MEVI does not condone any of these speeches about Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton.
We love the fuck out of Dolly. Dolly has some of the best people quotes. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. What?
My social media presence is not strong enough to deal with that type of assault. So
I just wanted to
let y'all know right now.
I just want to know where Dolly gets her bras from, because that's the kind of support I've been waiting on my whole life. Listen, I don't give a goddamn what nobody. She out there standing up tall like Miley. Listen, that's the kind of support I need. Some shit to get through an award show.
Did y'all see Cher recently stepped out?
No.
Cher is Cher.
I got nothing against Cher, but I don't be seeing Cher step out. I don't be where she at.
Her and Lady Gaga got a new song or something like that.
I could see it.
Maybe.
No cap. If I found out that was her long lost daughter, I'd be like, yeah, I can see it. Makes total sense. If you put up a split screen and do like they do on the Maury Show, look at the eyes.
Yeah.
Look at the nose. Look at the mouth.
So is that your music conspiracy theory?
I got something though, but that ain't it. But I'm just saying, like,
right.
Listen, it's plenty of Hollywood doppelgangers, right? Like Reese Witherspoon, totally believe she cloned herself, not had a daughter. Like, y'all can believe what y'all want, but them pictures is the same person.
Yeah.
Just like Angelina and Shiloh. Good fucking luck with that, bro.
Yeah, I got it.
It's way too close. Journey Smollett and Adina Porter, same person. You don't agree? That's crazy. It's the truth, but that's crazy. That curl pattern can't be copied. So y'all tell me, whatever. Jack, Google it. Adina Porter. Right now, Adina. Listen, we can edit this out. Adina Porter. Just look. This is a great outtake. Listen. Great blooper. All I'm saying is.
Oh no, this is going in.
This is the genes is way too strong for me. It's right or wrong. Don't lie. Don't lie, Jag. Don't even lie.
Put it up on the big screen behind you.
Yeah, we gotta see something. Hold on now.
Put it up on the big screen.
That be for me, because when I be right, nobody wants to go ahead and say I'm right. but that's okay because we all grew up with Journey. So
He showed this, start laughing real hard.
Andia, Adina.
Oh, that's my girl though, from True Blood.
Not her. It's another girl. She looks like no. It's another girl. She was in. What's the girl that played in Underground then? The TV show. Just type in Underground on Hulu. That one. Whoever she is. Is that not Journey? Yeah, Journey and
her.
Journey and Expedition, whatever the fuck they named is. Listen, those the same people. And none of y'all is gonna tell me that's not the same fucking person. That's not the same person. Get the fuck. No, her and Journey.
Journey.
Smollett, right?
Yeah.
That's the sister.
Oh, Journey Smollett and who? Journey and who?
Oh, that is Journey. Never mind.
Right.
I'm telling you, every time I see her, no.
It is
I
the
know.
same person.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I see people in movies all the time, and I think that they're the same person, like Anne Hathaway and Margot Robbie. I swear up and down, they are the same sisters or something, and everybody says, I don't see it.
Anne Hathaway and Margot Robbie?
Listen, I'm gonna say it one more time. When Suicide Squad, the preview first came out, I was like, what the fuck is Anne doing? She got a child and all this, like she out here swinging from
Listen,
buildings to
sweetheart.
the window.
We're gonna need you to go ahead and clean your glasses.
Listen,
Okay.
you can go to every part of hell because there are whole doppelgangers like Julia Roberts and Monica Potter. Y'all can't tell me they're not
See,
the same.
we talk about Margot Robbie and Anne Hathaway. Just because these are two white women with blonde hair. Same.
Oh Lord.
The way in Natalie Portman, when they come out with their movies, listen, y'all was both in the running, and I don't need anybody to tell me different. Y'all was both up for the same part.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about something different.
That's fine.
And there's a big difference between the song we just heard and the song we're about to hear. This is a Raw BJ podcast exclusive. Go ahead. This sounds like something I'd be screaming in traffic. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead.
Very versatile song.
I like that. What is this song about?
So the backstory behind this song was, I gotta reveal my youth a little bit. So I was coming out of, everybody know that college, that summer you have right before you hit college.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was out and about, I was in the streets, not going to your hoe. And, there's this girl at a party. And I went to school with her, way back in the day. And I'd seen her, and it's just like, it was Hannah Montana versus Miley Cyrus. It was MEVI versus the other guy. It was MEVI versus a Southside slut. Yeah.
Oh.
Look, that's a conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
Southside slut.
Get the bag, the hole.
But yeah, I see her, and I'm like, damn, what's going on with you? And then bear in mind, she was like the daughter of one of my coaches. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen you like this. Cause she was very, I ain't gonna say reserved, but she was like to herself, wasn't really in the mix. But she was at that party and she was getting down. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Lord. And I of course, once again, started off with the beat, the instrumental, and it was just simple as hell. Cause I was thinking about her in the party. I was like, yeah, go ahead. So that's where it came from. Now,
she was throwing that shit in a circle.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
with this being the last day of Women's History Month, the recording date, not the release date, but with this being the last day, it was very much a female empowerment anthem until New Money got on the track. Because boy, those two turned the anthem into a twerk song. So it's just like, okay, we gotta rock with it now. We gotta rock with it.
New Money, that's the New Nano Girls?
No, there's some more from NSEG GSU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because did we interview New Money?
You very well may have at some point.
I think we did.
It was the duo.
Yeah. The guys. We did interview them. Yeah.
And if you know them, their music is like outrageous and what they
right.
It's like, Jesus
okay. Well, let's go ahead and play the song. Go ahead and introduce it.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy MEVI, and you are about to be listening to Go Ahead, coming out this summer. Lock in.
Let's go.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, shawty, go, you go. Give me a show, a show. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'll use a pro. Make it drop to the floor, the floor.
I know the shorty a pro. Told me she do anything for the dough. Now my little boyfriend be sending me threats. Sorry, I didn't know that was your hoe. I did, I lied, I just didn't care. She told me back, I throw bands in the air. Won't even care about your girlfriend. That thing is so fatty, so shake it, whatever she wear. I'm talking joggers, or leggings, or jeans, or shorts. At the end of the night, she leaving with me. Of course, okay, like shorty got that thing on her. Alright, I be throwing bands on her all night. I could probably smash on her. I might, but if she don't got an ass, then she not my type.
My girl way too fine. Shaking it all in the 9-9. I got her throwing her pace away. Couldn't even measure the size. I got my hand like all in the ooh. I couldn't even look at the time. I heard you spot, ain't really with nothing. I pull up and change up the vibe. Post at the trap, throw it back on my lap, yeah. If you wanna smash, then your sex game can't be trash, yeah. Told her go ahead, get the bag in advance, yeah. I just want the bread, see your girl run narrow pants, yeah. Go ahead, 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 go ahead. Oh, shawty, go, you go. Give me a show, a show. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, you's a pro. Make it drop to the floor, the floor. Shawty, this your vibe. I know you was the type that's classy during the day and nasty every night. So go and shake the room. That thing is stinging through. Got niggas poking out, in love with how you move. You know you bad as shit. You always been that bitch. Shawty, your HVT. You been the first round pick. Hey, little PYT. Girl, what you working with? Oh, let me get a taste. You know I love the grits. Promiscuous, you a bad bitch. I wanna see what you got. Wanna see you, my sneak preview. You can do your thing, don't stop. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, girl, put in work. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, girl, make it twerk. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, girl, put in work. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, girl, make it twerk.
Hey, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, baby, make it twerk. Hey, put that thing in work. Get it, get it. You should do a remix, okay?
I might have to get you on the remix.
Speed that thing up. Boom, biggity, bow. Make that ass go. Wop. I'm trying to tell you something. No, I like that. Go ahead. I can hear that like in a,
Yeah.
like a little club like that. Brittany, did you like it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely about like dropping inhibitions for me.
And dropping ass.
Clearly. But, no, I'm just saying it's about, and it's about like impressing that person that sees you when you out. Like everybody has that moment where they already know I'm gonna give it to their ass one good time. Like, like because you about to go out there and do it, but they don't know that you about to go out there and do it.
Right.
And when you dancing, who watch that? That's why you didn't wear drawers with that dress. Like,
Okay. Because they came to zoo at one time.
Especially since these niggas named all the articles of clothing that were appropriate joggers or leggings. Like,
right, okay.
dress code and everything.
Period.
That's like in those jeans.
Right.
It was heavy on dropping the inhibitions because actually that same night, that was the first time I ever really just relaxed and danced with somebody. Because coming up, I ain't gonna say I was definitely a little stiff coming up. Like, still charming, still cool, whatever. But it was just like I was very
structured.
Yeah. So
there's nothing wrong with stiff in the right setting.
Lord, so. But I will say some of us grew up with certain parameters we couldn't go past.
Yeah.
And it shows when you get around a group of people and you finally get to be yourself. Mm-hmm. There's a stark difference between the two. and stuff. So I think, but I do think it's healthy for everybody to find that part of themselves where they get to let loose. They get to let their hair down. They get to do what they always wanted to do and were afraid to.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
And
but I think, this song does give people the permission. They show you what it is when you give yourself license to do those things.
You know what we don't need permission for? A good game of rapid fire.
we gotta get them sound effects in. I might have to maybe pull out my DJ voice or something. I don't know.
Come on, give us.
Yo, it's that rapid fire. Grah! I had to learn it, y'all, because I got in a situation with New Atlanta one time. It was just like, see, nope.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that right after the rapid fire. This game where we give you 60 seconds to answer as many of these crazy questions as you can. You want to give us the first answer that comes to your mind?
Don't think about it.
No thanky about it, okay?
To my INIMEG members, if you see this, I'm so sorry in advance, because when they say just think about the first thing that come to mind, they know how crazy I talk, so it might be a little rough.
Okay, well,
Let's
let's get this shit show underway. You ready, girl?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and go.
Do you have your own Netflix or do you use someone else's?
My own Netflix.
What was your last Google search?
I don't know.
Name an onomatopoeia.
Race car.
What is your deepest fear?
Shit, I don't know. Being left alone for too long.
What is your favorite game of all time?
City Skylines.
Finish this phrase. The weight of my heart is
Heavy as fuck.
What is your favorite store?
Tarjay.
How often do you floss?
You know, every now and then I ain't gonna count.
How would you cure world hunger?
It's too deep to get into.
What was the funniest thing that's happened to you recently?
Pass.
If you could get rid of one U.S. state, which one would it be and why?
Oh, Florida.
Why?
Oh, it's Florida.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Sorry, Florida. Y'all just taking the L of the year. Like, it's so many people that name Florida. It's so crazy.
My God, poor Florida.
We're going to cut that little half off. Yeah,
man, pray for Florida. Pray for
Texas.
Dakota.
Right.
The Dakotas.
Y'all just been taking these poor people out.
Okay.
Man,
I heard North Dakota because who goes there?
Right, because who goes there? It's like, the people that live there, maybe? Like,
I'm so sorry, Florida. For my Florida fans, please.
Respected more people had I respect everybody's answer anyway, but I was just waiting on somebody to be like, Florida, why? Disneyland prices. Something. Give me something. Shit. Something that actually affects y'all.
No,
that's nothing.
And that's what they all say. It's just Florida. Damn.
Like Atlanta's bizarro, but Florida?
So I want to know what's an onomatopoeia?
It's a fucking race car. I think that's the same forward as it is backwards. Is that what you're doing?
I think that's what it is. That not an
onomatopoeia? No. An onomatopoeia is a word where if you hear the word, you can guess, you can kind of anticipate what the sound of it is. Like if I say buzz, you know what buzz sounds like because you heard it.
Oh,
or if
I say about a whole other thing.
Or if I say, because you've seen it on a comic before, like that's what that is.
Lord, that's
and
probably,
your response was race car.
Hey, that's
I guess
saying.
broom is
Right. I was like, broom, maybe.
I promise I thought that's what that was. The words that be the same forward and backwards. What is that? Somebody Google that? What is that called?
I think it's a palindrome, but
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Look on me on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
I do want to know though.
You gonna Google it? Damn, you gonna think it.
Jack, take the instructions from me only, okay? Because I asked him to.
Okay.
Worst part about it is that's probably gonna be, if you talk about a viral clip, that might be the one where I look like a dumbass. What's onomatopoeia? Race car.
Race car.
That's not our intent.
No, not at all.
Rapid fire is not to make people look stupid. It's to get people outside of their comfort zone and give them some clarity about themselves, because some of the stuff that people didn't even know about themselves come up in rapid fire.
Okay.
When I said the weight of your heart is, you said heavy as fuck, that told me a lot. Okay, most niggas be like food stamps, smoking, food, something.
Right.
Your ass was like, it's heavy as fuck. That let me know these songs
Right.
is really hitting.
I mean, the love is a
Speaking of out here, y'all.
necromancy. Lord. So I want to talk about Newlanta. This is Newlanta. For those who don't know, they have been hosting Moguls by NSYNC this entire time. Is it Millie Rock and Bonnie Banks, right?
Yep. Millie Rock on Any Block and Bonnie Banks.
Yes.
Precious of her
They're so
city.
cute.
Yeah.
So you're a correspondent for their show, their podcast, Newlanta?
Yep.
Okay.
And really just their whole media shebang.
Okay.
You know.
So explain to me what Newlanta is and what it's about.
So Newlanta is a media organization that navigates the new culture. We're specifically focused on Atlanta events, although, you know, world events can come in occasionally. Recently, we've been doing a lot of hosting, a lot of like going to events and, you know, showing our face on our brand. And, you know, love them. Shout out to Bonnie, shout out to Millie. Grateful for the opportunities that they've given me.
Nice. Okay.
But
So that's it. That's all you want to.
Nah, it has me thinking about that one moment.
What one moment?
He's stuck on that damn race card. Do you hear him? He's worried about looking stupid.
That too.
He's worried about now
that's
what
the
on my
thing, like,
feet.
I done had some, and I guess I've learned this. You gotta let go, let God sometimes, especially being young in the industry, because you just gonna fuck up. So I had a moment with Young Jock one day. Lord have mercy. Young Jock came in the studio. We were recording, you know, he just popped up. It was very, you know, just spur of the moment type thing. He came up. We went to commercial break or something. And I was like, oh, can I get a jock? And not a jock. Can I get a drop? Can I get a drop? And I was like, yeah, you know, Young Jock, I want to drop. Da-da-da-da. I go up. Here I go. Everybody doing their little thing. They working. They doing whatever they doing, right? I put my phone out. What's up? Everybody in the room stopped. They looked at me. They said, what the fuck was that? And it was so funny. It's on video somewhere too. Jock just stopped and looked at me too. I was like, I'm so sorry. Let's do that again. What's up, MEVI? It's Young Jock here, and I'm here with them. And then the whole room just bust out laughing. Oh my God. You talk about moments where it's like embarrassing. And, you know, no shade to Jock, but, you know, it's Young Jock. You know, Atlanta knows him. That's somebody you literally see walking on the street. So it was not like I was starstruck, but I just had the worst time with my words.
Yeah.
Everybody has a moment like that.
Yeah. That reminds me of a time where I was at the Bronze Lens Film Festival. This was years ago in my 20s, early 20s. And I was on stage with Wendy Raquel, and we were going to take a picture, and I accidentally touched her butt. When I went to put my hand around her waist to take a picture, and
Jesus.
yeah, she was cool about it. She was just like, all right, Joe. Because, you know, she had asked my name before. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, we all do like crazy shit. I was definitely starstruck there because there were so many celebrities there. Roger Bob, Essence Atkins, like there were just so many people there. And yeah, so I get it. I get it. Fucking up sometimes.
Just out of curiosity, where are you from? Like, where you grow up at?
I'm an Army brat, but I've pretty much been in Georgia. Not Atlanta, but Georgia.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
I was really asking because like as like somebody that's been in Metro Atlanta, like it really is desensitizing. And I was having a conversation with this like last night actually with somebody who was like, it's desensitizing with a lot of stuff, including like celebrities, because it's like, you know, I was right down the street from T.I. Coming up. I was right down the street from, who is that? It's not Boyz II Men. Oh my God. No, it's like K-Camp and, you know, they folks. Shaq was in our county, you know, a lot of people like that were around. And everybody, you know, I think being in Atlanta is desensitizing me a lot because I see these people, no bullshit. I saw T.I. in the store one day shaking a watermelon, like trying to see if it was ripe or not. So it's just like,
Yeah.
It's hard to get starstruck.
It really is,
No.
you know, especially because I've worked in, you know, the culinary industry. I'm a chef. So like when I was at the
Cooking it up.
Ritz-Carlton, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I actually was working there. I was helped open breakfast at Barney's. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that restaurant. And all the celebrities come through there. We did Lotto's album release party, T.I. and Tiny, they were always up and through there, like Killer Mike, you know, back when I was even younger, working at the Ritz-Carlton, you know, you would always see celebrities. Usher would come through there, Tony Braxton. This bitch would have fresh rose petals on her bed every time she check in, okay? So
To unbreak her heart.
Okay. But yeah, no, you can get desensitized being here in Atlanta because you see, like, wherever you go, like, you see celebrities everywhere.
Well,
So
I just
you
feel
see
like
them in traffic too.
when it comes to celebrities, like every time I've met a celebrity, I just talk to them like I talk to everybody else. And people, when people are around me and they see me do it, they're like, "Oh my God, you talk to them like they're just regular." They are.
They are.
And that's what, and,
They are,
and to be
absolutely.
honest, that's what most of them the fuck prefer.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel like you're paparazzi. They're much
Right.
more amenable to doing what you like. If you want a picture, if you want an autograph, all that stuff, they're much more likely to do it if it's a comfortable setting.
Yeah.
And if you come at them with this rah over energized attitude and stuff, they don't know how to take it. They have real stalkers. Like, you can't come at them with this, "Oh my God, I love you and everything you've ever been, and I got pictures all over my." That's gonna scare them off because that's something they're trying to get away from. They just trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? This nigga shaking a watermelon. He might just want to have a regular ass day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will say we've been recognized like 3 or 4 times out in public. And the first couple of times it was like exciting. Then the last couple of times it was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
speak for yourself. I love you every time because I worked very hard to get to this point. And then the crazy part is people will notice me out and they'll recognize me, but I won't have a name to these people. They'll be like, "Oh, that's the big titty bitch," and then they'll come over and
they'll be like, "Hey, podcast." It's like we're the only podcast in the
we
world.
don't have names anymore. Like,
No.
you know, like you have children and you're so and so's mom,
Right.
as opposed to your own damn name.
Yes.
So you the big titty bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been called worse, so I'll just ride with that. But you know, it's just, I don't know. I love the energy of people when they're happy to see you. They like what you've been doing. I like the encouragement that comes from it. Like, keep doing what y'all doing. I see y'all, like, it's not easy to make a name for what we do because there's so many podcasts. There are so many people who do what they do, but I don't think anybody does it the way we do it. And that's something I'm proud of. And when other people recognize the work and they talk about it, that's a great feeling.
That's another thing I've been having to learn anyways, like dealing with celebrity like this. I wouldn't even consider myself a celebrity, but like going back to my hometown and people see me sometimes, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's MEVI." And I'd be like, "Y'all, I literally just came out of here like a few months ago. Can we actually relax?"
Right.
Let them have their frenzy, child.
Okay.
Listen.
All right, call me back, want me to host events and stuff. I'm like,
you better host that damn event. You better take that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that shit with your family or whatever. They'll beat your ass. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not when your parents is like, "Can you take the trash out?" I'm a motherfucking celebrity.
Okay.
Take the trash.
Take that trash. I wish the fuck I would.
Right. My song Necromancy was about me taking out the trash.
Right.
You know, reality. Not, you want me to take out some literal trash?
Well, we have come to the literal end of this interview.
Damn you, Joe.
Damn you, Joe. But
no, but
I do want to know, what is the best advice you've been given?
That is a great question. It's that I done got so much good advice in the last year, hell, 6 months. Best advice, and I'm gonna actually shout out my folks on this one. Shout out to No Lane, That's Justice. They told me this, and it's one of those things that, well, my old youth leader used to say, it'll hit your spirit before it hits your flesh. But it was essentially, ride your own wave because you'll fuck up your motion trying to follow someone else's. And of course, in the moment, it's just like, No Lane said that. In the moment, Justice said that. But like, being in this now and truly seeing what this is and what this whole music thing is, now it's like, I see exactly what they're talking about. You just got to find your path. And that is the way MEVI sees it on the Raw Blow Job podcast.
Oh my God. Okay, so well, we know that you have Go Ahead coming out this summer. Excuse me. What else can we expect from you over the next year? Are we getting visuals, a complete project, maybe?
Me and my homeboy Wavy, you know, he came from Stockbridge too. We might be putting out a little collaborative project for the city, you know. It's all love to him. But you'll definitely see a lot more collaboration from me personally. You're gonna see it with Chevy, you're gonna see it with Ejene, you're gonna see it with several other local artists and upcoming artists. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of it's coming during the summer, but you're gonna get a little something during the winter too, maybe. You know, just a little bit.
Okay, just a little bit. Brittany, did you have anything you wanted to add before I wrap this thing on up like a
Yes.
Christmas present and stick it under the tree?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's just some advice for like all artists. Give yourself the grace to explore things. Don't be afraid to fail. Because when you give yourself the opportunity to learn new things, you'll find so many more avenues that you can branch out into. Music is not a finite box that any of the artists fit into. You all bleed into something else. You all have the ability to expand into something else. You have the ability to collaborate with an artist you never thought you would. When you think that opposites don't attract on music, you are consummately wrong. That happens every single day in music. And my other thing that I would say to artists is when you choose the action, you do choose the consequence. So a lot of things that are said cannot be taken back. You cannot unring a bell. Once it's out there, that's it. I think people need to be a little bit more cognizant of the way they roll in entertainment, in music, in business. And just because you don't necessarily agree with somebody as a friend doesn't mean that you can't make great music with them and do business. Don't let your friendships and your alliances with people get in the way of good business. It's as simple as that.
Period. Well, this has been a wonderful interview. Before we wrap it up, I do want to know, though, what message would you like to leave for your supporters?
Keep going. It's cliche, but cliches are cliche for a reason. Just keep going.
Keep going. And buy that music, bitch.
Right. Oh, yeah. I should also tell y'all, be sure to follow me at The Official MEVI on all platforms. That too.
I was just about to ask
Go
you for
ahead.
that, but you went ahead and knocked it out.
He's going to get electrocuted.
Who's going to get...
Well, biting the wires, I can only assume
Kitty.
that at some point
Kitty.
he's going to get what he's looking for.
Kitty, get your ass. Give me that bastard. Little shit. Look at my babies. He don't want to be up here, though. Here, take this little shit.
PETA, I am looking for endorsements, so I didn't say that.
This is my chill baby, so you can stay. Okay. So go ahead and give them that social media one more time.
Once again, y'all, my name is MEVI, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms at The Official MEVI, MEVI, The Official before that. Yeah, so be sure to tap in.
Period. Tap in, y'all. Tap in with MEVI. Tap in with us at the Raw BJ Podcast on all social media platforms. If you want some handcrafted home goods like the ones you see on the table, go ahead and hit our sponsor up. They're TNT Enterprise, and you can find them on Instagram at TNT Enterprise 18. Brittany?
Yes.
Any last words, darling?
Yes, thank you. To all of our viewers, I just want y'all to know that home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And in the words of Maury Povich, until next time, America, and all the other countries that listen.
Period, y'all. Come back next time for another Raw BJ, and I promise we will all come together. Bye.
Ooh, it's my bad. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Run it one more time.
Y'all, we are here with another indie music
I know
moment.
you fucking lying. Jag will help me up out of my chair and I will walk off.